All right, so John just had his check-in. I used mine as well. He's at 119. I'm at 114. Now, this customer that I just did on Uber could surprise me and give me more tip, but the base on there was, it looked like it was going to be like a $4 tip. So with that, I'm only $5 behind, and we're very even. And he did a couple of Instacarts, which I wasn't expecting. So good job, John. Wow, you're doing good out there. So pretty awesome that we're that even. So pretty dang close. Could be anyone's game. So we'll see. We still got 6 hours to go. Let's see what happens, and hopefully I can pull in some more money. So this is gonna be really, really close. It's gonna come down to the wire, and I'm $5 down. So wow, pretty impressed. So John's doing great out there. So good job, John. All right, this has been fun. I'm enjoying myself. This is having a blast doing this. I'm gonna have to edit these videos. We'll see how that goes. So I'll talk to you soon once I get another order in. Hey, just got a Panda order. Gonna go pick it up, and then we'll get underway, and we'll see where that puts me. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we got a Panda delivery. Let me go run and do that real quick. Get the pickup, and then go drop that off, and I'll let you know the earnings once I get there. Okay, I'm on my way to drop this one off. I'll be probably take about 15 minutes or so. It's about 1:30. So then we get into the slow period. We have to figure out how to stay busy. So that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, we are very close in this race. He again was at 114. He was at 119. I was at 114. So it's not too bad. We got a lot going on, and he's a smart cookie, so I'm going to have to try to stay busy and figure out. Chihuahua has a lot of potential. I'd like to get a large order in here. Maybe one of these businesses will put one out if I'm lucky. Here we go. Let's go get this done. I'll let you know the payout once I get that done. Okay, so just did a Doordash for about paid out $14.50. That was nice. That worked out really well. And now I'm on my way to pick up an order for Hug Hess. And historically, these can be higher. So this one's going to Grantsville, so I'm doing the pickup up north, and we'll go from there and see where we're at. So that's where we're at. So continuing on, it's about 2 o'clock now. So making good time and making good headway on my orders. So we'll see where I wind up. Then we hit the slow period, slow stretch between 3 o'clock to 5, and there's peak pay during that time, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. So anyway, that's where we are. Keep going. All right, we're going to drop this off. This Hug Hess order is pretty big. The thing about Uber that I've always liked is the customer can always up the tip, and many times they do. So it's happened to me more than once. So I wouldn't be surprised if this big of an order looks like it's at least $50 worth of food. The surface level on it is $11. So I'm gonna go get this done, and we'll see what the Uber tip is when it comes in. Sometimes it stays the same, but other times it can definitely be higher. And going from Stansbury Park to Grantsville, there is that chance it could go higher. It always depends. The Uber Eats orders especially seem to be that way, and the customers on Uber out here are much more generous. So that just really depends on the situation and circumstances, but that's what I expect. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to keep going, and we'll get this done, and I'll let you know where we stand after that. Okay, so coming in at this hour, about $140, give or take. It should be about $55 on Uber, $10 on Roadie, $75 on Doordash. So, heading back to the main zone. Peak pay comes into effect around 3:30. So it's going to be a very interesting afternoon. We'll see where that goes. Although, I won't be able to count some of the peak pay because of the rules. So the way it works with hourly time is they double the hourly amount. So the hourly amount is going to go up significantly during that time. So we may have to deduct $6 from my total for those 2 hours. depending on what comes in. So interesting. It's going to be a very interesting couple hours here, and we're coming up on from 2:30 to 3:30 can be slow. However, once we get out of that 3:30 to 5:30 time slot, it's the home stretch and it's dinner hours. So he's going to have an option for dinner hours as well. So this 12-hour shift is going very interestingly. Probably about halfway through right now, and a lot of editing on my part to do. I'll have to try and decide what I'm going to put in the video and whatnot. So anyway, that's where we are, 140 at 2:30 in the afternoon. So 140 is not bad at all. If I was hoping to get a large order program in there somewhere. I'm just trying to stay busy and see what I can pull in. So it's back-to-back orders for me. I just keep working and keep going. So we'll see where this all lands and who's going to win in Utah. It'll be interesting. Rural versus metro. Who will do better? Fascinating. So it also depends on this last customer, because that's an X factor, because many times these customers for Uber will put a base rate that they feel comfortable with, and I could get tip baited. You never know. So pretty interesting. So however, I do think that customer will be pretty generous, so I could gain some tip. We'll see. Back with you soon. Take care. Okay, I'm back in my zone. Main place where we get most of our orders. So right around here, there's a Panda, there's a Marco's Pizza, there's a Cafe Rio, Chubby's is nearby. Behind me, there's a Costa Vida, and then there's also a Panda right nearby here too, and across the street there's a Mexican restaurant. So this is pretty much the best place to hang out. We tend to get most of our orders around here. Further over that way, there's an Applebee's. So if I sit right here, usually I'll get something within about 10-15 minutes, so I'm going to hang out. Keep an eye out. I'm just not far from the Walmart either. So as I have all these orders in this one spot, the most of the time in a normal time, when our market isn't saturated with drivers, you can get a lot more orders, and I see some drivers that I've never seen before. So I wonder if there's a few people coming in here from Salt Lake City down to our market, which does make it interesting. Oh, there's an Apollo Burger order. I'm going to grab that, and we'll get back on the road and see where that's going. Okay, so I have 2 deliveries that are waiting for tip updates. Those are for Uber, and then I'm on my way to drop off this Apollo Burger. So
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Utah 36 North, South Main Street.
Once I get this next one dropped off, it's the Apollo Burger order that was on the way to the other one. So that's what's going on there, and so far doing great. Making some good money and good time.
Turn left onto Utah 36 North, South Main Street.
We're in the final home stretch of this challenge, so I will keep you updated. Completed that last delivery. Also got a $5 tip. So that puts me at that last group of deliveries came in pretty clutch. So that was worth a total of $25. Not too shabby. And the pay by time is really doing awesome. So I'm headed back down to the main zone. We'll see what else comes in. I am in an interesting place where I sometimes get orders. So let's see, I'm sitting at 96 on Doordash, $5 cash. Then I have about 60 on Uber. Probably another $5 coming in, so about 65 there. $10 on, 65 on Uber, 10 on Roadie, 96 on DoorDash, and then the $5 cash tip. So had a pretty good day. If I combine that all together, there's 101 there, and then about 65, so 165, 175 is what I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna head down and see what else I can pick up. I still have 3 hours to go, so quite a bit of time. We will see how this all plays out. Catch you when I get the next order. Okay, here's my update. Roadie just sent me another order. I just bid on it, and here's the thing with Roadie, you have to wait and see once they approve you, then you head over and then you complete it. This is a nice little mid-order. It's nice because it's showing that annoying message that we get sometimes in an oversaturated market, which says that there are many Dashers online. So with the $8 there, that should keep me busy for about 20 minutes. And then hopefully I'll get a Doordash here prior to that and go do that at the same time as the other one. So we'll see what happens. Hoping that all comes together the way I'm hoping. We shall see. So sometimes it all just depends on what comes in the door. So these orders, you just never know what's going to happen. So we shall see. This is kind of the weird time between now and 5 where we get a little slower and then it starts to really pick up around 5. And the really good orders start coming in at the dinner hour. So we'll see what happens. This is, again, one of those interesting times. That last 2 orders that came in between the 3 and 4 o'clock hour came in way clutch. That was about $38 hour there. So when you factor all that together, that's really good. So that was a really good hour. So I'm hoping I'm ahead of the game, ahead of the curve here a little bit. We shall see. Salt Lake, he has a little bit of an advantage, John does, because of the volume of orders out there, and I'm a little bit saturated down here, so we'll see. Hoping. I think I can pull it off. We've got 3 hours to go. If I can get a really solid, large order program order, or even one of those Spark orders, I'm in business. So if I got like a $25, $30 order somewhere in that timeline, maybe I get a few smaller orders in the volume. We'll see what happens. We're in the home stretch. 3 hours to go. I'll keep you posted. Okay, while I was waiting there, it looks like we got a cup bop order that came in at $10. Just accepted that. And Home Depot has accepted my offer. So I'm going to go complete this and get this out of the way. And then I'll knock that order out and then head on up to do the Roadie order. So interesting turn of events here. I have a situation where I can earn about $18 here. I'm gonna go get these 2 done. All right, doing the multi-app game here again. We are heading over to pick up, just got the cup bop order, heading over to pick up the order from the Roadie at Home Depot. And they're all going in the general same direction, so that's awesome. And they're all headed down south, so I need to go do this next pickup here real quick. Got the order from the Uber Eats for a cup bop, and then I'll come back the other way and tell the app that I already got it, and then we'll be good to go. So good stuff here. I'm really excited. This is how you play the game. You tell the other app what's going on, and then you head down, you get both going in the same direction. So I've created my own little stacked order here. I'm running over to get that other thing from Home Depot, and then I'll be back with you once I drop both off. Looks like it's going to be about $18 for both of these. Okay, got the pickup. This came from Home Depot. So, heading down to South Tooele with this stuff. This is an air compressor and some other tool stuff. Anyway, this is what you deliver for Roadie. So if you haven't done Roadie yet, this is what it is. And so we get these kind of deliveries all the time out in Tooele in our home. So the advantage of having Roadie on the docket is if things get slow in between the dinner hour and dinner rushes, you get these orders sometimes and they're nice because they can be pretty good. This one's $8 and it's not bad. It's only going about 4 miles, so that's $2 to mile ratio, not too terrible. And then I've got the Uber Eats going in the same direction, so that's $18 right there. I'm gonna keep going and I'll see you soon. All right, so I got that done. On my way to do the Uber drop-off. Customer came out right as I was dropping off, so I couldn't take another picture again. It's been that kind of day where I can't take pictures of the drop-offs. But anyway, let me finish this Cub-Op order, which was only a half mile that way, and we'll be done with these 2 orders, and then I can hop on for the dinner shift. All right, it's 4:45 now. I am driving back to the main zone. That whole series of events took me less than 20 minutes to make about 18 bucks. Absolutely clutch. It looks like, and the other tip came in as expected for that other $8 delivery I did. So right now I'm sitting just shy of 200 bucks. Probably gonna make be over 200 once that other tip, that $8 tip, comes in from Uber. So I'm looking pretty good right now. So I'll probably be sitting at 208 going into the last 2 hours, which is interesting. So with that said, it's now peak pay for about the next 45 minutes. I strategically avoided doing any Doordash orders because we can't count the peak pay. So with that being the case, I did the roadie order and the Uber Eats order to offset that loss of income. So now here's what's going to happen. I'm on Doordash now with 45 minutes to go, and if I get an order there, I will just go with it and see where it takes me. So today, it's interesting. I was expecting to see more Spark deliveries today. Walmart has been a little bit quieter than I expected. So roadie has definitely come in clutch today with 2 orders. We'll just see where it takes us. We're just gonna run into this final couple hours and go for the home stretch and see what we can do. We'll see where John's at the very end too. It's getting close. It's gonna be really interesting to see where this all goes. We checked in about 3 hours ago, and since then I've made about $90, almost 100 bucks. So not too shabby for my part. I've been doing really good here, so I'm hanging in there, and I'll just keep going. All right, I'll be back with you soon. All right, going at it again here. Just got an order from Papa John's, so I'm headed over there. So didn't have to wait long. That was only about 5 minutes. So now I'm headed over there and gonna get that done. And I'm gonna try knocking this out pretty fast, because I need to get as many orders in as possible before the end of the night. So that's just gonna be how the game goes until the very end of the shift here, as fast as possible, and try to make as much money as possible to see if I can bring it home. So we are in the home stretch in the final 2 hours of this challenge. So again, I made close to 200 bucks. This is not bad. I'm doing really well. So that's definitely a really good place to be. And yeah, we're gonna see where this takes us in this next one here and get that one done. All right, we are here at the Papa John's. Let's do this one. I'll be back with you. All right, we are here at the Papa John's. Let's do this one. I'll be back with you. All right, so I got 2 stacked orders here and peak pay. So I have to take off some money here, but I'm gonna go get these done, knock them out, and we'll try to figure out the calculations. And then when I come back from these 2, I'm gonna switch to pay by time again, because then I'll be off the peak pay and it'll be a little easier to calculate. So I got these 2 orders, gonna go knock them out, and then we'll be in pretty good shape at that point to do a couple things. So we're gonna go do that and see. I don't know, I am torn. I think you get more orders at the dinner hour, so.
Take the next right onto Utah 36 South.
So we are on our way to deliver this one, and sorry about the camera.
In 1,000 feet, turn left
anyway,
onto 1,000
we'll
north.
see you soon. We got one from Panda and one from Costa Vida, so I'm gonna go do these both, and then I'll let you know where we stand after that. Okay, while I was doing that, I had an order come in from Denny's. So now I'm gonna go drop off this Panda Express order. I'm swinging over to Denny's right after that, so it keeps stacking me. That one's $6, so it's a pretty good deal for for 1 mile. So not too shabby. Now we're out of the peak pay, so everything from here is gonna count. So 1.5 hours to do it. Pull together the magic. The dinner rush is here, and we're in Tooele, and it's busy. So this is good news for me.
In 400 feet, turn right onto North 100
We'll have
East.
to see where John's
Take the
at.
next right onto North 100
We got an
East.
LLP order, game's over. So I don't know if I'm gonna get one tonight. I was hoping I would, but I did my best. So keep going, and we'll make it happen. So we'll see where we wind up. Going into the home stretch here.
In 1,000 feet, turn.
All right, so in rapid fire succession, I got another order, and an Uber Eats is coming in. Let's see what that looks like. And so now I have 2 Doordash orders at the Burger Den, and 1 on Uber Eats. Let's see where I'm at. Anyway, that Uber Eats was trash. It was only $2. But I have 2 Doordash orders, both of which will count for the full amount at $6 each, and they could have hidden tips on them. Let's see where we are once we get these. So I just dropped off the other order, and with peak pay, I have to subtract $3 from the 5, so I only made $2 on that last order, but it was only a half mile, so still, it's something, so I'll take it. For this challenge, I'm still looking pretty good. As long as this continues for the next hour, and if I can keep up this rapid fire of delivery steps, I may just have a chance. So let's see where we go. We're in a very interesting place right now. All right, so here's where we are now. So while I was waiting for that order,
Head north on Utah 36
Uber
north
Eats
toward Johnson.
customer from earlier that I delivered during the same time as the roadie order came in clutch with $2 extra on the original tip, so it went up to about $12. So I earned $12 there, sitting at $78 on Uber. I got $7 in cash, and I need to do the math on
Make a U-turn.
the Doordash. However, I think I have at least 100. So between all that, who knows where I am right now. And then I have these 2 orders for 12, and here comes an Uber Eats order now, so I'm going to take a look at that. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, now here's where I'm at. So I am delivering this. I'll get done in 2 minutes. An Uber Eats order came in for $8 while I was trying to do that, so I'm going to knock out the 2 Doordashes that I have for $6. Then I'm going to go run and do this $8.
In 600 feet, turn left onto
Doordash.
West 600
We'll
north.
see where we are, because again,
Take the
this
next
is
left
what
onto
happens
West
during the
600
dinner rush.
north,
So we are
then
in
turn
the
right
home
onto
stretch
200
here,
west.
and I'm hoping I get a nice big fat tip on something. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, if I could get a large order program order, we'd be in good shape. All right, talk to you soon. All right, the hour is 6:00. It's gonna be 6:07 once I complete this order, or 6:06, something like that. Then I'm gonna swing over to Uber Eats, try to get that other order, or do the Uber Eats order at Panda, and we'll see where we're at. So I'm gonna finish that one, get it wrapped up, and then we'll see where we're at that point. I might turn on pay by time to see if I can put us over the edge. So here we are. This is it. This is the final countdown. So as they say, the final countdown. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun-da-da-da. Let's keep going. Woo! All right, so here we are. We're in the final stretch. As I said, it's about 45 minutes now. So this is a pretty crazy time. So Uber Eats sent me another order. Even with the peak pay, I was able to pull in about 20 bucks. And then the extra tip helped. And then we had the cash that came in as well. This is really getting close. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this comes down to the wire here. I need to do the math in my head. I'm a little off. But the peak pay was definitely a little bit of a pain for this challenge, but at the end of the day, it actually worked out a little bit in my favor because it just kept sending me back-to-back orders over and over again. So the last hour was pop, 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 order after order after order. And I was able to knock them out pretty quickly because they're all within 1 mile, 2 miles. So again, crazy. And then I got this Uber Eats order. And so if I plan this right, I'm gonna complete this order, knock it out. We'll have to see where it puts me. Uber is the kind of the X factor for everything. So we'll see. And then I'll probably get a pay by time order, then just turn that on. And we'll see if that comes in right in the end here to put me over the top, hopefully. So let's see where we are after this craziness ends. It's going to be an interesting end to the gig war between me and John Billings. So let's keep going. All right, we're getting close. 45 minutes to go. So, right as I was getting that Uber Eats order and did the pickup, I turned on Doordash and I got what looks like a catering order. And it's a pay by time. So, with that said, I have no idea what's about to happen here, but I've got 40 minutes. I got to go deliver this one, and then I'm going to pop off Uber Eats, jump over to Arby's, and they're all in the same direction. So this is going to take me about 5 minutes to get to this Arby's drop-off, and then I'm going to take the other order down to Stockton. So the best of my market is happening right now. So this has been an absolute crazy shift. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Although I have had better. I had two large order program orders in a row once or twice. And so tonight, though, I'm just getting order after order after order, pop, 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 pop in this challenge. We're going to have some fun to end this thing. It's going to go right down to the wire. So I couldn't have asked for a better day and more fun. And I'm excited to see where this is going to wind up and if I even can pull this out. It'll be interesting because John has one advantage, which is he's got the large order program in Salt Lake. So Team Tooele, we're doing our best here. We're trying to pull it off. This is it. This is the final countdown. And I hope you'll stay with me. It's amazing. So this whole shift is going to be one for the records to my first gig video. And I couldn't have asked for a funner shift or a more interesting one on Labor Day, right in the dinner shift. I wish we were going all day. This would be so much fun to go for 16 hours. I would do it in a heartbeat. Anyway, let's see where we end up. I will let you know once I've got this Arby's order in tow and the final payout. And it will be 7 o'clock at that point, pretty much. Maybe I'll get one last one in. Who knows? All right, folks, we're doing really well. We're in the final stages here. Like I said, I'm due to arrive right 2 minutes before the pickup time for this Arby's order, and it has 12 items.
In 1,000 feet,
And
turn
it
right
looks
onto
like
Skyline
they're all
Drive.
Food items, and they're not packets. So I cannot tell if it is a large order program order, but I'm 90% certain it's going to be. And if that is the case, I'm on pay by time, and I'm going to come in clutch with some pretty awesome scenarios here. So keep rooting with me. Team Tooele is not done yet, and we still have a half hour to go, and we're coming up to the wire here, but I might have time for one more delivery.
Turn right onto Skyline Drive.
Out as quickly as possible. So bear with me with Skillet. We're going to ignite this thing on fire, and that's how it's going to end.
Continue on Skyline Drive for half a mile.
Final hour and a half. That's insane. If my count is right, that's absolutely insane. Let's do this. Woo!
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Main Street.
All right, look at Arby's in the background. It may be the order that puts us over the top. Let's see. Got 11 miles. It's gonna be down to Stockton. And this is a customer that I have delivered to before. And the last time I did, he gave us 30 bucks. So there's $117 worth of food. I am on the pay by time.
Continue on Utah 36 South for 6 miles.
And right at 7 o'clock. I thought I might be able to pull out one more order, but looking at the distance and the time, it's going to take us right out to the clutch time. It's going to be the final order of the day. And in a few minutes, I'm going to give you where we finally land. So, let's see. Pay by time. I can't see what the final order is. That's the only downside. However, with pay by time on the large order program, it usually comes in clutch because many times it's more pay on the base. So, with that said, no peak time. I cleared it by John. He's okay if I use pay by time. This could do it. We'll see what happens. This is going to be really tight. I have no clue where he's at. And just this last couple of hours were absolutely bonkers. So I think I had like 10 orders there, and I still have Uber Eats tip to come in on that last delivery we just did before this one. So let's just say it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be interesting. I'll share with you what the final pay is, and we'll probably have our final conversation with John around 7, and we'll see where he lands and where I land. And this is it. Crazy. Fun though. This is kind of a fun way to end. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Talk to you soon. So pretty much a wrap on the day. That last order was $19.47. Came in at $20, so not too bad. And the pay by time, they had about a $7 tip on that thing. I was expecting hopefully more, but it's all right. It's still good. It ends pretty well. So I'll take a $20 payout to end the day. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that other tip to come in from Uber too. So that'll be interesting. We'll see where that lands. Customers have been known to tip more, so Uber's always interesting. We never know what it's going to do until the very, very end. So here's my counts. There was 148 on Doordash minus 8 due to peak pay, if I did my math correctly. So it's $140 made on Doordash for today. $81 on Uber Eats, a $7 cash tip, or 2 tips for total of $7 for 2 customers. And then I also had roadie for 19. So add all those together, there's 26 on roadie. There was $80 on the one place. So that puts me at, yeah, let's see. So I do 26 with roadie and the cash tip, and then 81, that puts me at 105, and then add whatever was on the other order there. 140. So 140 plus the 105. So 245 is approximately what I made. And maybe another $5. So something like that. It's in that neighborhood. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon.
Hey Mike, what's up?
Hey, Eric. How'd it go for you?
I made $241 and $241.16.
241.16?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I barely beat you.
Oh dang.
So yeah, I think so. Okay, so let me do my numbers. So I'm gonna do my numbers real quick.
Okay.
I had peak pay of. It was weird because I had peak pay that was kind of odd. It was kind of off a little bit. So I was doing pay by time for most of the day, and I turned it off because it got a little confusing at the end because I was trying to calculate.
Yeah.
So if I do the math, I had a $7 cash tip. I have I'm gonna just look at my numbers here and I can give you the. Okay, where were you?
241.40 something, I think.
Oh wow, just $12?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So dang close. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a fun ending. Like I said, that shift had a little bit of everything. I swear, like I had a large order program to end the night, and I was on the pay by time. And I wonder if my pay by time gives me a slight advantage. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this was pretty fair.
That was so fun though. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, what an ending. So good job. What a great. And then I was doing a bunch of recording on my phone, so I'm gonna have to go back and we might have to do this in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So I've heard of something called Lightworks to do my editing, and I hear it's pretty good for a non-Apple, so I'm going to use that.
Okay.
So I'm going to upload all the stuff from my phone, and then I'll.
This is a few days later. I'm being recorded on September 14th, 2023. I wanted to just take a brief moment and talk about how generous John is. He was originally going to do $25, but he upped it to $50 to the homeless shelter that you saw at the end of the video there. But I just want everybody to know this was fun. John is an amazing human being, hard worker, bright future ahead. Give him a like and a sub to his channel, please. What a great kid. I mean, I have 3 kids, and just seeing John at the stage of life that he's at, I just know that he's going to go very far with everything that he does. So I couldn't be more humbled to have gone in that challenge with him. And I'm going to have more challenges like this in my channel, more GigTube content. I hope you'll like and subscribe. I hope you'll come and be part of the journey with me as I discover what Where's Your Next really means. Yeah, I'm blown away at how fun that was and how much it motivated me to keep going and do the best that I could in that challenge. Even though I won, I think at the end of the day, both John and I both won because we learned a lot about strategy, and John taught me some things about YouTube content and how to edit and things I wouldn't trade for anything. The lessons were very valuable. So I'm a better YouTuber now because of this experience, and will only get better from here as I continue to learn. Sorry for the length of the video. I wanted you to see the raw, you know, the raw, video, because there was a lot of fun there and a lot of moments where it made for a really interesting day, and just getting order after order after order, multi-apping at the same time, bringing in, using 3 apps. And at one point I had the Roadie order come in, an Uber Eats come in, and then Doordash come in, and I was juggling multiple orders at the same time. Really what it comes down to is just playing the game smart. Use strategy in your market. Know your market well. Learn how to do the things that you need to do, and you'll be the best that you can be, whatever you choose to do. That's it for now. Mike from Where's Your Next signing off. This was an In Utah challenge for the epic outcome that it was. What fun. We'll see you on the next vid. Like and subscribe.